I learned how to play a couple of the card games as well that are really fun. Like the Pig's Tail and then the one to the left of it.
Sure, well, we'll take a look at that, although I'm not exactly sure what that'll be.
Yeah. I would put 8-ball over 9-ball. 9-ball is not as good as 8-ball. 8-ball's like classic pool.
That's where you have a penalty if you sink the 8, right?
I think that's both of them. Simple rules is literally just sinking the most balls. They're all orange.
Okay. But 8-ball, that's where you knock in whatever, and then you stick with stripes or solids the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay.
To my knowledge, 9-ball is basically... I have it mastered, so I should know this. But to my knowledge, 9-ball is basically you have to hit the balls in order of number.
Yeah. I actually played a little bit in that mode, and I can confirm. So we'll do 8-ball, because I like that mode more.
Yeah, same. 8-ball is very much my favorite. I haven't played pool, like a real game of pool. Oh, it's me. I haven't played a real game of pool, I think, ever. But,
No?
No, I don't... Oh, God, that was the worst break I physically could have done.
I'm sorry.
No, I literally sunk the 8.
It said nice one, so...
Wait, what? Oh, that wasn't the 8. Got it. Alright, my bad. I thought that was the 8.
I think it was, and it's...
Oh, okay, got it. They put the 8 back on. Alright.
Put the 8 back on and let you have another turn for some reason.
Alright, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually that just means you have to re-break, but I guess they didn't want it to be pointless, so thank you, game.
Thank you, game. So my grandparents had this tiny little pool table with a spring-loaded cue, like, towards one of the ends, and played that a lot. That was a lot of fun, and I think I actually own it now, because they wanted to get rid of a lot of stuff when they were moving.
Oh, dope. I love pool. I really do. I love good video games of it, too. Like, it's simple rules, but, like... You have, like, different colored balls in a way. I don't remember what it is. It's some, like, really cheap shovelware on the 3DS. And,
was expecting you to say Wii.
No, 3DS. And that was my jam to play. I love that.
Andrew Prep enjoys shovelware.
Yeah, it's... When you get the right one, it's it. I wish I could remember it, and I don't know where my 3DS is off the top of my head. It actually... Did I put it in this desk? It's probably dead if it is, but I don't know if I have it on, like, right next to me. I don't think I do.
You're gonna try to figure out the name?
Nah, I can, like, DM it to you if I think of it.
Okay.
And by think of it, I mean find it, because there's literally no way I will remember the name.
Yeah, and I'll flash it up. Not a problem.
It's a lot of fun. I don't even... Is the 3DS store still up? It should be, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And hopefully it will stay up for a very long time, because there are games on there that I don't think should be lost.
Yeah, I agree. That being one of them.
that one being one of them, yes.
When I was like... I was so down to get Clubhouse, because I bought it, and then our small little server was like...
I helped you.
It's all good.
You're the one who's being careful with their language, and I'm the one who's swearing. That's how's that?
It's all good. I bring it out in people. Yeah, I was definitely trying to... I don't know where that sentence was going. I admittedly forgot what I was going to say, so that's the thing I do a lot. When I'm trying to say something, my brain will just format like a completely different thought, and then I'll realize, like, I don't know where this is going.
I get that.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. When I'm watching this back when it goes up, I'll be like, damn, that's what it was. But for now, that is lost to the universe, I guess.
That's fine.
That's what's fun about doing this, but also what sucks about getting rusty is that, like, because for those who don't know, like, LTG is a thing that we have been doing. By we, it's mostly me and John, because it's changed a lot over the years. But we've been doing some form of that show for, it's gonna be 5 years this year, which is insane to think about for me, that it's been about 5 years. But, this is the longest period of time we've gone without doing anything with it, and, so, it's taking such a long break and coming back and doing a guest spot even like this, it's fascinating because I thought like, oh yeah, when we start filming soon, because I have been vaccinated. I'm just waiting a little bit for it to kick in full effect. But for those curious, Andrew Prep is vaccinated. And,
Good.
Yes. Yes. And so I'm definitely excited to get life back on the road very soon with recording, and I should have been editing this past year. I just haven't. So I am. Oh hell yeah! I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely excited to get stuff going again. But I shouldn't take this, but I'm just gonna take this.
That's the best thing that could have happened to you.
Relatively.
I'm still not vaccinated.
Yeah, I got really lucky.
Minneapolis is a busy town.
Yeah.
That's not precisely where I live, but it's close enough.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough. It's more than I'd say. It's crazy what happened with that, because I was going to pick up prescriptions, and I had an appointment for my vaccine in May, and when I went to pick it up at my pharmacy, shout out to Rite Aid. Rite Aid kills babies. That way you know I'm not sponsored. I went to Rite Aid and they
Thank you.
They were like, "Have you been vaccinated yet?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, "We have openings for like Monday," and I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So I was with John too. So me and John both got ours, and our good friend and friend of yours, Rachel, got their vaccine. At least half of theirs, and they're getting the other half soon, and Fruit Tree is set up for May. So I'm just happy to see my friends are getting set with their vaccinations, and it is great. It is great to see.
By the way, for those who don't know, Rachel was the one who made my last thumbnail, the skating and Lanturn.
And
they did a great job.
Ones. And yes, she is the best. I am friends with Rachel in real life, and they are a sweetheart. So shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
Yeah. Yeah. And Rachel has also done all the character art for LTG as well. So besides Fruit Tree, but I need to probably DM this to them before they see it here, and they get on it before. Well, I guess whatever works.
That almost worked.
Yeah. I need to get them to draw actual art for Fruit Tree, because I'm literally using a PNG off of Google, and then probably to do one of me, because I don't look like mine anymore now that I have.
Now that you look like 2019 J. Cole.
Yeah, now that I have. Shout out RGS, who's been making that joke. God, yeah. you unintentionally set me up in a great way, because there's not much I can really do here. Oof. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to hit a foul unless I get really lucky and hit my ball. Oh my god! Wow. All right.
I don't have a clear shot at anything really, so that
yeah. Well, I was in a way that I got really lucky there, because if I didn't touch my color ball first / at all, then you could put the ball anywhere. So I
guess I did have a killer shot. Never mind.
I was in a dope. I was in a really awkward position there. I am very lucky that I just pulled that off.
Yeah.
For those at home, if my voice sounds weird at any point, it's me drinking water. When it's the water bottle right to my face. I also remembered what I was trying to say earlier. I bought this game, and then like a bunch of people in our private server that we are both in ended up getting it, and so we've played a chunk of it, and we played together. That's where the clip of Dominoes came from. And
yeah,
I've tried to play Dominoes like 8 other times. I understand less. Like I just do not get it. I've tried a lot. It's not. I'm not gonna get it.
Okay, then we won't play Dominoes in this
No,
session.
Yeah. I love Dominoes too. I have my favorite Dominoes, the completely blank one. I literally have it on my desk right over here. And
I didn't know you had a favorite Domino.
No, absolutely. You kidding me? Blank Domino. You gotta love it.
Have you heard of the PlayStation 1 classic? No one can stop Mr. Domino.
I have not.
It's like kind of an endless runner, Japanese as hell type thing. Like think
hell yeah.
Katamari Damacy, but
they're dominoes.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's
god.
That's not at all a perfect comparison, but that's kind of the only other game.
Too late, you sold me.
It's kind of the only other thing that comes to mind. I haven't played it. I've only seen like a Catacarus's review of it, and it looks absolutely insane. You walk along a set path, and you try to set up domino chains to make crazy shit happen.
It's me.
And it's really difficult, and it looks really fun, even though it is very difficult.
Yeah, difficult is where it gets hard. I love getting terrible games, like I really do. Because for me, a lot of people view it as like, oh, I wasted my money on this. If I get a game and it ends up being awful, my viewpoint is always like, oh, I can get a great episode out of this. Oh, that was, jeez Louise.
That's true.
Yeah,
You've been trying to get a copy of that Peppa Pig game for Wii,
right? Oh
right?
my god, I'm so mad. For those who don't know, I bought Peppa Pig for the Wii on eBay, and then I think it was during a Sonic 06 session, I got an email that my eBay purchase was canceled and I got a refund. And I was furious. I was so upset. I think it was either John was playing or Andrew was playing, because I wasn't like, really, it wasn't like one of those things where I was upset about that and then like I had to play Shadow and then that gave me a breakdown. But like, I was so upset, and I think the thing is I need a PAL Wii, which for those who don't know is essentially like Wiis that work in the UK because they have like different outputs to like their TVs or someone who's knows what the hell they're talking about.
I believe it's possible to mod a Wii to be region free, but I also might be talking out of my ass, and I have no clue how to actually do it.
I don't know myself, but I really wanted it, even if I couldn't play it, just so I can own it. Oh my god, just so I can really own Peppa Pig for the Wii. Like, that's because, like, for those who don't know, I have a great love for Peppa Pig, and I have a Peppa Pig that shows up in videos here and there, very rarely. Not in any current Andrew Prep videos, but in a couple in the future. Just chilling, and I have Peppa Pig's first album on vinyl on my wall.
It's true, he does.
Literally next to my computers. I'm literally looking at it right. Like, I literally have my favorite album, and then under that is a drawing of that Rachel drew, and then Peppa Pig's album on vinyl, and I love it. I love
right
it
next
so much.
to.
It was one of those things where I was just trolling around online, and I saw that was a thing, and it was on, like, I think Urban Outfitters, who also kills babies. So I'm not sponsored by Urban Outfitters. And I saw it, and I'm like, oh hell yes! And there's like, I think 3,000 in existence. And I was just like, yes, this is mine. And of course, immediately I buy it. And
3,000 copies of the Peppa Pig album on vinyl.
I think. I might be wrong, but I believe... They're not numbered if they are. And if it is numbered, then it's on the back and I didn't see it. But it's one of my favorite things that I own. It's so funny.
And he has, like, all the Weeknd's albums on vinyl. Or at least all the ones from Beauty Beyond the Madness, right?
Yes and no. I have all... Yeah, 4. I have all 4 of the Weeknd's albums. I have one of the 3 mixtapes, House of Balloons, and I do not have any of the EPs because the After Hours Remix EP is not something I'm like necessarily crazy interested in, but if I change my mind, I can find it pretty easily. And then My Dear Melancholy is worth $200, so I am in no rush to get that one. And
vinyls seem like an expensive hobby, and like, my dad has a vinyl player, or he had one at some point.
That's the funny part. I don't have a vinyl player.
It's just because it's collectible. I get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for me, it's one of those things where I just love music, and like my room, which I love my room because I've worked very hard on it, and my room is very expensive, but it's over the course of a couple of years, so it's not that bad. Oh, so close. So, like, you know, it's expensive. It's very expensive, and like, I don't know how I pull off as much as I do because I don't have a job right now. I literally don't have a job right now, and I have not been making videos, so I really don't have a job right now. So like, it's crazy how I can pull off a lot. The stimulus checks have helped, but
yeah,
literally the first stimulus check I got, I dropped $300 on protectors for my pops, and then I donated the rest to charity. So, you know, it's all about just making the situations work.
So what's about the call the pockets thing? Do you have to get the 8-ball in the pocket you call?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that was not going to work. Scratch.
No. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, you put that in a weird position. I've pulled this shot off before, but
You're gonna bank
I still have to call the pocket.
Yeah, that would be the safer one to try.
Pretty much, yeah. It's hard. It's hard trying to hit the right...
There you go, you win.
Oof. Like I said, that was close, though. That was a good game.
Good game.
But I love playing pool on video games. I really do. I could spend hours doing it. It's so much fun.
I think my only other experience with video game pool is on Wii Play.
Yes.
So.
I wish I had my 3DS near me so I could remember what the name of the 3DS game is. Nothing special. It's basically like a versus simple rules that have like different colored balls. Pretty much is it.
All right. Well, that's fine. It's if it's playable, it's fine. Oh, you wanted to play Pig's Tail, right?
I know how to play Pig's Tail, and then the one to the left of it. If you know how to play those two.
Takoyaki. Yeah, I don't recognize them by the names, but I'm sure they're not that hard.
They're games that I like to play because, like, I forget which ones are kind of like... Oh, yeah, this one is... So basically, yeah, you can... If you don't know how to play, you can read it over. But I should say, essentially, it's golf rules, so you want less cards in the end.
Okay. Try not to get started with too many cards. Pick a card from face down, cards on the table. If you draw a different suit from the previous player, nothing happens and it moves to the next player's turn. If you draw the same suits, you have to take all the cards that have accumulated. Ooh.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, suit basically means the type of card. So like a spade or a diamond or a heart or the other one that I'm forgetting. The fourth one.
Do we want penalty cards or no?
No.
Okay, forbidden.
I haven't played with penalty cards. I believe if I am wrong, then we will fix that after.
Yeah.
But
I'll also let you go. Also let you go first so that I can.
All right, I don't think it matters a crazy amount. So yeah, basically the cards are set up in like that, and finish with the fewest cards. It's funny when I play this for the first time, I did not realize that it was golf rules. So
you tried to get as many cards as possible.
Kind of, yeah. I didn't super know what I was doing. Hey, if there's ever a time to do that, it's not bad. So you can pull from your hand to empty your hand as well. So you can do that. So yeah. Oh boy. Well, here we go. So yeah, you want the least amount of cards. So what's good to do is to go to your hand, and then it will not let me do that. So maybe that was the rule that we shut off. Because usually you can go to your hand. Maybe it's different. No, because it's against... Yeah, well, alright. Well, damn. What I was used to is you can go to your hand and you can empty your hand. So you have the least amount of cards. So I guess this is a little different than that. So this is a different flavor of the game than to what I was confident in knowing before. So we can filter.
Hopefully this doesn't turn into a domino situation where the more you play it, the less you understand.
Well, I have a good grasp of it. Like everything else is the same as what I understand, but I also knew, at least when I was playing against the computer, to master it. I'm not talking cocky for those who've never played Clubhouse. Mastering is basically when you just beat the CPUs on all difficulties, or you beat the game at all with the CPU. So when I was doing that for this game, I could also draw from my own hand to like empty my hands. So like on top of my deck, well, on top of yours, at least on my end, it shows the diamonds, and so you could draw a diamond, that diamond 9, and throw it into the pile to like kind of lessen your hand. It's you know, the game definitely still works the way it is now, but that's the way that I figured out the game. So I guess that's what the penalty card means. I didn't realize that was the case.
Well, once we're done with this, I can turn that back on, and we can try to play again and see if anything changes.
Yeah, that's probably what that meant. I thought it meant like I guess that means you can't play penalty cards. I didn't super. Oh boy, well that's game.
I think I won.
Yeah, that's just factually game. So I didn't know what that meant. So I guess you learn new things every day. So
right.
I had you in the first half, but you very much won that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's what penalty cards means.
All right, I'll reset the forbidden. What was it called?
Yeah.
The penalty cards.
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing to call that if that's what it is.
Yeah, I didn't realize that's what it meant because that adds more strategy to the game too. So
yeah, we'll try again with that.
I know they were geniuses with this game who like memorized the deck, and so they know what card is last, so they know like what to throw down. So you're like stuck with it, and
it's like card counting.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So. There was this movie that I saw in a Boy Scout camp. It's called 21, and it was about this I think college kid who gets roped, who's like really smart, and he gets roped into doing this elaborate scam to scam a. Yep, that's what it was. To scam a casino out of their money. Wow. And the security were trying to get onto them because even though technically counting cards is not against the rules, it's very much frowned upon.
Yeah. I know. The closest I have to stuff like that was on a cruise where like I was in the casino trying to. I was just about to say I was in the casino trying to win money at like 12, and that does not paint the situation exactly like you would probably think. There were like kind of those. I assume they have this in arcades and stuff where you have those kind of like. They're not crane games, but like the box is a crane game, and you have to like move tile. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but you have to like kind of move tiles.
Yeah, they hide the cursor
and then move it. Oh, they do. Rip. You have to just kind of move. You have to move. No, that's not game. I thought that was game for a second, but that's not. You have to like. You basically just have to move your cursor and get it exactly so it fits on a hole and pushes your prize out and falls, through the slot to like, so you can just pick it up and take it home and blow it on gambling, presumably, as much as the casinos and boats and all that would want. But they had that for like toys at a bunch of places, but they have it for money in the casino, and I think throughout the boat in like little spots. So I was trying to do it, and the people who work at the casino walked over and like, you can't be here. You're like 8. And I'm like,
8? Were you actually, or
no? I was like 12.
Adults can't tell the difference sometimes.
No, absolutely not. I've told this on LTG before, and I remember it was Spider-Man 2, but that same cruise I was that's the move to make. I was 12, like I said, and so what you would expect is that
you win.
Yeah, a 12-year-old cannot handle money well. It's very much what you would assume, and that is in fact correct. But on these boats, your credit card is basically your room key. So I've been on cruises twice. I know I've literally mentioned cruises twice here, but it's like it's just I've literally only been twice, and it like once was middle school and the other was As the World Went to Hell this past year. So oh yeah, this one is chance. This one's basically all chance, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay, let's see. Flip over 10 on the cards.
The wrapper?
Draw card. What?
I said I made a holy chance rapper joke.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, you read the rules.
I don't really remember how his verse goes, but I just remember it's just kind of.
I just remember it's like he wakes up after being retired for 8 years, and he's trying to get into the mode of it, and he forgets who he is. So he's just like, Chance, the rapper. Yeah, it's so good. Song's okay. I don't hate the song, but I love that part. It's so funny.
I don't have much of an opinion on any of the Bieber singles currently.
I guess here's the part where people are like, oh my god, he's gonna talk about music. If anyone feels that way, I have a rate your music where I literally will go off on albums. So like go it's easy to find. So you can go to my Twitter and then find it through there. Because it is in my pin thing. So
this thing was highlighting cards for me to pick. Is that normal?
Yes. So basically, I'll explain it on mine. So I flip a card, I got an ace, and so it highlights the ace, which is number 1. So everything else is 2 through 10, and ace is at 1. So I picked that, and I got a king, so I didn't actually get anything. You basically just, you have to get the specific number. This game can stalemate, I'm pretty sure. So I got a 9, and so that means I flip over the 9 card, and I got a 3, so I flip over the 3 card, and then I got a king. So that's pretty much... It's pretty much just trying to get 1 through 10. Well, ace and then 2 through 10. And then,
feels like a bit of an automated process, if I'm honest.
Oh, no, it's literally chance. Like, it's absolutely RNG.
Okay.
But it's out of all the RNG card games there are here, and there are a couple, like 7s. I think it's 7s. This one's less stressful. I think this one's cute. So I don't mind this one.
I'm starting under Joker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
never
Joker.
See it coming.
Yeah, the Joker is the free for all card, so you can literally pick whatever you want out of that one. So Joker's your wild card, or your pick a color in Uno kind of thing.
Nice.
Dope.
Speaking of which, when we played Uno,
oh god, yeah.
in our private server, on 3 separate occasions, I just completely forget to declare last card because it's called last card in this game, and
it took me a bit to learn that myself.
It's not automatic.
No,
it's something so trivial. You would think that they wouldn't put it in a video game version of it, but they do.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
So I need 5 and 7, and you need 7 and 10.
Yes.
So 7 is very much the shared card that we both need. So
this might be tricky.
Yeah.
Well, it's guaranteed to be somewhere at least.
Pretty much, yeah. Unless like literally all 4 7s are the cards we have flipped over. But even then, you can pull the other one. It is your turn, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was your turn for some reason.
No, it's all good.
I needed that.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is you'll see the other person pull the card you need, and then it becomes a whole thing. See, there's one of the 7s. It's always hidden.
It's like how I didn't understand why I sometimes couldn't take tiles from opponents in Mahjong.
Yeah.
I honestly still don't understand why, but
this could be game. This could potentially be game if I get a 5.
You need a 5 and I need a 10.
Yep. So if this card is not the 5,
then that's a stalemate.
Yeah, it's pretty much a stalemate. Oh.
You win.
It gets very tricky. But you see, if it had been your turn, you wouldn't have gotten a 10 there. So it's all about, and especially with the Jokers, you need to like get lucky. It's very much luck and RNG, like flat out.
Yeah.
But it's.
But yeah, that was fun.
It's the Clubhouse. There's a bunch of good games just hidden in there, and once you kind of learn to figure it out, then it goes pretty well. But yeah. So I have album ratings on that, but I thought when you ignore the Martin Luther King interludes, which are really terrible for Justin Bieber to put on the album to talk about why he loves his wife. The album's decent. I think it's probably Bieber's best record, aside from those moments.
Take that for what you will.
Yeah.
I basically just listened to the songs that got an album bomb on the Hot 100, and that was it. I didn't hear the interludes, which... Like, I don't need to hear them. I can tell, that's kind of in bad taste.
Yeah, I forgot that, like, everything charted but the interludes. There's some decent stuff in there.
The one with Calita's okay.
Yeah.
What else? There was... I don't remember the names that well, but there was... Peaches
I like the
is
more
fine.
synth poppy one. Yeah, Peaches is. I'm happy that that's the number one off this album. Even though I do like Anyone more. I found out recently. I don't know if you knew this. It got mentioned in that private server, but Anyone was a Camila Cabello record.
Yes, it was. I saw that.
Yeah, that was crazy to me.
Yeah,
to find out.
John Bellion really gets around with the songwriting more than I really thought. There's something I want to talk about behind the scenes.
Okay,
yeah.
Go right ahead.
It's 2014 videos I did with Sean. There was a cut moment in our trumpet segment where I bring up how John Bellion was the writer of the song, and then Sean goes on a bit of a rant there, but he cut it for time. Understandably so, but
yeah,
now you know.
Well, it's good to know. Those were great videos.
Yeah, thank you.
I like John Bellion. I need to get through more of what he's done, but yeah, he's been getting around. I wish Good Things Fall Apart crossed over, like I've said 8 million times.
Yeah, you really got me into that one.
I've gotten you into a couple records. Got Hollywood in there too.
You got me into Hollywood by
Louis Capaldi.
Louis Capaldi, yes.
Yes. And then...
and I thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great record. They should have pushed it.
They should have pushed... Yeah, that's literally an emoji in our server.
It's
called Should Have Pushed.
Yeah.
And it's just a picture of... It's a black square, and it says Louis Capaldi Hollywood.
It's because it's a joke because I said it a lot, because I think it's not only the kind of song that, like, I want it to be a single because it's really good, but it would be like a sing moment. Like it was for Ed Sheeran, for Louis Capaldi, because it's not like a ballad or anything. I mean, Before You Go kind of treads that line, but I think Hollywood, if they were to have pushed a single after Before You Go, Hollywood would have been the one to do it, because then it kind of brings you into more of a territory where you can kind of go for more grooves and kind of go for it. So either you win this, or oh wait, it's me. So
I can't win.
That's a stalemate.
I'm done.
Yeah. Oh wait.
If you draw a 7,
yeah, this needs to be a 7. Oh, so close.
I needed that 8.
Yeah, so that's a stalemate. That's a draw.
That's a stalemate. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then more recently, I made a joke about the Hollywood thing where I'm like, if this server was a thing in 2014 for Maroon 5's Leaving California, because I know that I have the reputation of being the Maroon 5 boy who likes them. But that is my favorite of all of their songs, and it's a deep cut from V, which I know maybe doesn't set up good expectations for a chunk of people, but that it's such a great record.
Nice.